Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're taking you on a spine-chilling journey through the land of the long white cloud. From mist-covered tombstones to tales of restless spirits, we're counting down the top 15 scariest cemeteries in New Zealand. So, grab a blanket, turn off the lights, and get ready to explore the haunted histories and eerie legends that lurk beneath these hallowed grounds. First, Symonds Street Cemetery, Auckland. Symonds Street Cemetery is one of Auckland's oldest and most historic burial grounds, dating back to the early 19th century. Nestled amidst the bustling city, this cemetery is divided by the busy Symonds Street and spanned by a bridge, creating a unique juxtaposition of the old and new. The cemetery is the final resting place for many of Auckland's early settlers, including notable politicians, artists, and community leaders. Over the years, the cemetery has become shrouded in tales of the supernatural. Visitors often report an eerie atmosphere, especially during dusk or on foggy mornings. Some have claimed to see apparitions wandering among the tombstones or hear unexplained whispers carried by the wind. The overgrown vegetation and aging, moss-covered headstones add to the haunting ambiance. In addition to ghostly legends, Symonds Street Cemetery is significant for its historical value. It reflects the diverse cultural heritage of Auckland, with separate sections once designated for different denominations, including Anglican, Catholic, Jewish, and Wesleyan. Preservation efforts are ongoing to maintain the site, but many graves have succumbed to time and urban development, further enhancing its mysterious allure. Second, Waikumete Cemetery, Auckland. Waikumete Cemetery is the largest cemetery in New Zealand, spanning over 108 hectares. Established in 1886, it serves as a burial ground for thousands, including war veterans, paupers, and victims of epidemics like the 1918 influenza outbreak. Located in the suburb of Glen Eden, the cemetery's vast expanse includes both manicured lawns and neglected areas, creating a patchwork of environments. The cemetery's size and age have given rise to numerous ghost stories and reports of paranormal activity. Some visitors have recounted encounters with spectral figures dressed in old military uniforms, believed to be soldiers from World War I and II. Others speak of strange lights flickering among the graves or the feeling of being watched. Waikumete also features a crematorium and a chapel with distinctive architecture. The older, less maintained sections, with their crumbling tombstones and overgrown pathways, contribute to an unsettling atmosphere. Despite this, the cemetery is also a place of reflection and historical interest, hosting guided tours that delve into its rich past and the stories of those interred there. Third, Kori Cemetery, Wellington. Kori Cemetery, established in 1891, is one of the largest burial grounds in Wellington. Covering 100 acres, it is nestled in a secluded valley and serves as the final resting place for over 83,000 people. The cemetery is known for its Victorian-era monuments, mausoleums, and an array of ornate tombstones that reflect a bygone era. The dense bush surrounding the cemetery and the often misty weather conditions contribute to its eerie ambiance. Reports of ghostly apparitions, unexplained sounds, and feelings of unease are common among visitors. One of the most famous legends involves the Pink Lady, a spectral figure said to roam the grounds searching for her lost love. Kori Cemetery is also notable for its historical significance. It includes memorials for victims of maritime disasters, pandemics, and wars. The cemetery's chapel and crematorium are heritage-listed buildings. Efforts have been made to preserve the site's history, with walking tours available that explore both the natural beauty and the stories of the individuals buried there. 4. Bolton Street Cemetery, Wellington. Situated in the heart of Wellington, Bolton Street Cemetery is a historic burial ground dating back to 1840. It is the oldest cemetery in the city and was originally 3 separate cemeteries for different denominations. Today it forms part of the Wellington Botanic Garden, with graves scattered among the landscape gardens and native bush. The cemetery has a complex history, including the relocation of many graves during the construction of the Wellington urban motorway in the 1960s. This disturbance is often cited as a source of the cemetery's haunted reputation. Visitors have reported sightings of shadowy figures and unexplained phenomena, such as sudden drops in temperature and disembodied voices. Despite these tales, Bolton Street Cemetery is a place of tranquility and historical importance. It contains the graves of many of Wellington's early settlers and prominent figures. Information plaques and guided tours provide insights into the city's colonial past. The blend of natural beauty and historic gravestones makes it a poignant place to explore. 5th Northern Cemetery, Dunedin. Northern Cemetery in Dunedin is renowned for its Gothic architecture and historic significance. Established in 1872, it overlooks the city and offers views of the surrounding landscape. The cemetery is the resting place of many notable individuals, including Thomas Bracken, who wrote the words to New Zealand's national anthem. The cemetery's atmospheric setting, with its Victorian-era tombstones and elaborate mausoleums, has given rise to numerous ghost stories. Visitors have reported feelings of being watched, hearing unexplained footsteps, and seeing mysterious figures among the graves. The most famous legend is that of a gray lady who is said to appear near certain tombs. Northern Cemetery is also valued for its heritage. It reflects the social history of Dunedin during the Gold Rush era and the subsequent growth of the city. Preservation efforts focus on maintaining the site as a historical landmark, with walking paths and information boards that guide visitors through its storied past. 6. Southern Cemetery, Dunedin, established in 1858. Southern Cemetery is the oldest cemetery in Dunedin. It is the final resting place for many early settlers, gold miners, and notable figures in the city's development. The cemetery is divided into sections for different denominations, including Anglican, Jewish, and Chinese burials. The overgrown vegetation and weathered gravestones contribute to an atmosphere often described as haunting. Reports of paranormal activity include sightings of ghostly apparitions and unexplained sounds. One well-known tale involves the spirit of a young girl who is said to search for her family among the graves. Southern Cemetery holds significant historical value, reflecting the diverse cultural heritage of Dunedin. The Chinese section in particular highlights the experiences of early Chinese immigrants during the Gold Rush. Restoration projects aim to preserve the cemetery's history while respecting its solemn nature. 7. Lynwood Cemetery, Christchurch. Lynwood Cemetery, opened in 1884, is one of Christchurch's oldest burial sites. It covers approximately 10 hectares and contains the graves of many early settlers and community leaders. The cemetery suffered damage during the earthquakes that struck Christchurch in 2010 and 2011, leading to a sense of neglect in certain areas. This damage, along with the cemetery's aging monuments and secluded location, has contributed to stories of hauntings and ghostly encounters. Visitors have described feelings of unease, hearing whispers when alone, and seeing shadowy figures moving among the tombstones. Efforts are underway to restore and maintain Lynwood Cemetery, recognizing its importance to the city's heritage. The site offers a glimpse into Christchurch's past, with gravestones and memorials that tell the stories of those who helped shape the community. 8. Barbados Street Cemetery, Christchurch. Barbados Street Cemetery is the oldest cemetery in Christchurch, established in 1851. It is divided into 3 sections: Anglican, Catholic, and Dissenters, non-conformist Protestants. Located near the city center, the cemetery has faced challenges from urban development and natural disasters. The cemetery's age and history have led to numerous tales of paranormal activity. Reports include sightings of apparitions dressed in period clothing, mysterious lights, and unexplained sounds. The atmosphere is particularly eerie at night, with the shadows of towering trees casting ominous shapes over the weathered graves. Barbados Street Cemetery is a significant historical site, containing the graves of many of the city's founders. Conservation efforts focus on preserving the remaining monuments and educating the public about Christchurch's early history. Interpretive signs and guided tours help visitors appreciate the cemetery's cultural value. 9. Old Napier Cemetery. Old Napier Cemetery, also known as Napier Hill Cemetery, was established in 1855 and is located on Napier Hill overlooking the city and the sea. The cemetery contains graves of early European settlers and victims of the 1931 Hawke's Bay earthquake. The earthquake caused significant damage to the cemetery, dislodging tombstones and damaging graves. This event, coupled with the cemetery's age, has led to stories of restless spirits. Visitors have reported feeling sudden chills, hearing faint cries, and seeing figures that vanish upon approach. Despite these eerie accounts, the cemetery is an important historical site. It offers insights into the impact of the earthquake on the community and serves as a memorial to those who lost their lives. The cemetery's elevated position provides panoramic views, making it a place of reflection and remembrance. ONeals Point Cemetery. Auckland ONeals Point Cemetery, located in Bayswater on Auckland's North Shore, was opened in 1891. The cemetery features a mix of elaborate monuments and simple headstones, reflecting the diverse backgrounds of those buried there. The cemetery's aged appearance and secluded location have fueled local legends of hauntings. Stories include sightings of a mysterious woman in white and unexplained sounds echoing among the graves at night. Some visitors describe an overwhelming feeling of sadness or melancholy when walking through the cemetery. ONeals Point Cemetery is also noteworthy for its historical significance. It includes war graves and memorials, providing a connection to New Zealand's involvement in global conflicts. Preservation efforts aim to maintain the cemetery's condition and honor the memories of those interred. 11th. Pera Cemetery. Auckland Pera Cemetery, established in 1889, is located in the suburb of Meadowbank. It is one of Auckland's largest cemeteries and includes a crematorium and extensive gardens. The cemetery is known for its peaceful environment and well-maintained grounds. Despite its serene appearance, some visitors have reported strange occurrences, such as feeling watched or experiencing sudden drops in temperature. Tales circulate of apparitions seen among the trees and along the cemetery's winding paths, particularly in the older sections. Pera Cemetery is significant for its heritage and as the final resting place of many prominent New Zealanders. The cemetery offers genealogical resources and supports historical research, emphasizing its role as both a place of remembrance and a source of community history. 12th Hillsboro Cemetery. Auckland Hillsboro Cemetery, also known as Hillsboro Cemetery and Crematorium, opened in 1916. Situated on the slopes overlooking Manukau Harbor, the cemetery offers scenic views and a mix of native bush and landscaped areas. While the cemetery is appreciated for its beauty, some areas evoke a sense of mystery. Visitors have recounted experiences of unexplained shadows and whispers in the quieter, less frequented sections. These stories contribute to the cemetery's reputation as a place where the veil between the living and the dead feels thin. Hillsboro Cemetery serves as an important historical site, reflecting the growth of Auckland in the 20th century. The cemetery includes war graves and memorials, and ongoing maintenance ensures that it remains a respectful and dignified environment for visitors. 13th, Pera Cemetery, Wellington. Pera Cemetery is Wellington's main cemetery since the closure of Kori Cemetery to new burials in 1952. Located in a rural setting outside the city, Pera Cemetery covers a large area and offers a tranquil environment surrounded by rolling hills. The cemetery's remote location and expansive grounds have led to stories of supernatural encounters. Some visitors have reported feeling isolated or experiencing unexplained phenomena, such as distant voices with no apparent source or fleeting glimpses of figures among the graves. Pera Cemetery is designed to accommodate various cultural and religious practices, reflecting New Zealand's diverse society. It includes sections for different denominations and cultural groups. The cemetery continues to serve the community and is maintained with care to provide a peaceful resting place. 14. Old Gorge Cemetery, Woodville. Old Gorge Cemetery, located near the town of Woodville, is a small cemetery that dates back to the late 19th century. The cemetery is situated near the Manawatu Gorge and is surrounded by natural bush, adding to its secluded and somewhat mysterious atmosphere. The cemetery's age and isolation have given rise to local legends. Stories include sightings of ghostly figures and unexplained lights at night. The sense of history is palpable, with many graves belonging to early settlers and pioneers who faced the challenges of frontier life. Despite its size, Old Gorge Cemetery is an important part of the local heritage. It provides insights into the region's development and the lives of those who contributed to its history. Efforts by the community help maintain the cemetery as a respectful memorial site. 15th. Waihi Cemetery. Waihi Cemetery is located in the town of Waihi, known for its rich mining history. Established in the late 19th century, the cemetery contains the graves of miners, their families, and other residents who lived during the boom of the gold mining era. The cemetery is linked to tales of restless spirits, particularly those of miners who perished in accidents. Visitors have reported hearing the faint sounds of mining activity, such as picks striking rock, or seeing figures that resemble miners appearing and disappearing among the graves. Waihi Cemetery serves as a historical record of the town's mining heritage. It reflects the hardships and tragedies that were part of life in a mining community. Preservation of the cemetery helps honor the memories of those who contributed to Waihi's history and ensures that their stories are not forgotten. And there you have it, the most haunting and mysterious cemeteries across New Zealand. Whether you're a thrill seeker, a history enthusiast, or just love a good ghost story, these sites offer a glimpse into a world where the past and the supernatural intertwine. Thanks for joining us on this spooky adventure. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more intriguing explorations. Until next time, stay curious and stay brave.